Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. And in this episode, we are going to take a look at the entire catalog of Unsettled. So I kickstarted this a long time ago, got the whole thing, and it's not just this box, but there's other ones. Let's go ahead and see what's inside all of these. All right, folks, thanks again for watching, and please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have, I really appreciate the support. So I took the liberty of pre-cutting all these things because there's a lot of boxes here. So one of the things that I think is cool is right at the back, they do a good job kind of showing you that this includes two boxes. So there's no guesswork, right? And then they tell you what else you get and a little bit there. Could have done a little better with the show me a little bit of the game kind of thing, but I know that this is kind of a more thematic situation. So taking this off here, we are immediately greeted with a very thick rules and procedure book. So I say very thick because it is what looks like 47 pages. All right, so it also has some pretty tiny text here. So this is going to take me a little bit, I think, to dig in and read and understand and go through it. But it's talking about the setup here, talking about kind of the overview, and I just hope there's plenty of examples and nothing left to chance here and very well explained. But this is going to be a study, that's for sure. All right, so a lot of information. This looks like maybe some of the storybook there as well, if there's such a thing in here. All right, now, so these are, what is this? And you know, I kickstarted this or backed it or whatever you want to say so long ago. It's been a long time since I put my mind into what all this was. But when I did, I decided to go for the gusto. So I really hope that I like it because it was not a cheap situation. So here, it looks like these are basically a bunch of the artwork. Maybe setting the stage here for the different planets or different things that you'd come in contact with. So yeah, those look really nice. Whole bunch of them. All right, definitely not an essential to have, I don't think. Just illustrations here for the artwork. Now we have some iconography on these 4 player aids here. Whoops. And then some main action, free action. So this is going to be helpful. Hopefully, it's nice, well explained. And then this is all about the game trays on this game for sure. So here we've got this first one. Now I'm assuming there's something behind it. Could be wrong, but let's take a look. I don't want to bend anything. Hang on. Well, that is okay. So there was nothing behind it. It just sits in there. So save yourself the fussing around with that if you haven't done. All right. Then we've got this one. So I'm assuming these are all you're not going to take them out. Or maybe you do take them out and replace them with other things, but I'm not going to take them out here because they all look to be the same. So we've got lots of bling, so to speak, with these trays. Everything seems pretty custom. All right, so there's gonna be some custom holders and things like that. And then we have our 2 boxes here, okay, which is like the puzzles. We'll get back to that in just a second. Finish the contents here. So these are the player boards. They are very nice. They do not appear to be warped, even though they are double thickness and inserted, so that's cool. So you've got they do look like they're a little different here with, well, this one says traverse, this one doesn't say traverse, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Okay, I remember this. I think the orange one, like this, is missing a, there is a mistake, and I think they're gonna ship out replacement ones. I think that's the situation. So you do have the 4 right here. I got an email from them that said they're gonna, if they hadn't shipped the Kickstarter right away, they're gonna do it. And if they had then they're going to send them to me. So here we've got very, very nice components. These are nice and thick, but they don't feel like they're going to fray. So really high quality looking stuff, high quality art. So that's cool. All right. And then our final game tray at the very bottom here, which has some really thick, what look like acrylic or polycarbonate tinted discs, some very large jumbo dice. These look nice. They're inlaid and they're painted on the inside. Some more 8-sided dice here. Some really small 4-sided dice, a couple of discs, and a few other tokens. Then we have some more, so we've got some like crystal looking stuff, some different cubes, etc. These are all plastic. And then our 4 explorer looking minis here. And then this guy. All right. Okay, so that is all that was in the box as far as the main system stuff, if you want to say it that way. So I'm going to slide this out of the way here, and then we'll take a look at what's inside the boxes themselves. This also does show me, which is nice, how to put it all away. And it has some easy to lift out cuts in there, which is good. All right. Now, taking a look at box 1, what I noticed already is that they have so many shows with sleeves and without sleeves. I love that they have this on each box, that they have made the trays so that you can either sleeve it or not. It's totally up to you, but it'll fit. It's awesome. Really appreciate it. So let's take a look at this. So here we're going to have, you know, our puzzle, our first world, so to speak, some information, the tray, or the different components for it. And again, these are really high quality, very nice. Here we have the book, and it gives you kind of introduction, quick setup, some information and advice. Okay, kind of cool. All right, and then here is one big tray with these very large cards. So I did not buy the sleeves because these are huge. This will be a game I'm not going to be sleeving because they're so big, and I didn't want to invest in the massive sleeves. Normally I sleeve everything, but not this day. All right, so let's see what the quality is, and hopefully I don't regret my decision. But this game was very expensive already, and I think I probably said, you know, we're just gonna let the OCD subside a little bit and take it down a notch. All right. Each of these worlds has a different challenge rating associated. So this one was an easy challenge of 1, but it goes all the way up to 4. So there's, in the other boxes that I purchased, there's more challenges there. And so what I'm gonna do here is just kind of, because it seems like each of these boxes is gonna be similar. It's gonna have some components, it's gonna have cards, it's gonna have the tray. I'll show you this one and the other one, and then I'll just kind of give you the information in the back. So these are interesting cards as they have the corners clipped. All right, so beautiful artwork. They are a little flimsy, so you're gonna want to you treat them carefully. But they have a texture and just a very, very nice looking appearance to them, which is cool. So I'm not gonna go, because there's probably spoilers or things in here, which I don't know, I just can't even remember. I'm just kind of showing you a leafing through the stuff so you kind of have an idea. All right, so those will go in here, and I think, so here's what they're talking about. So this is, oh, I see. This is the thing you put in if you don't sleeve it, and if you do, you just recycle them and then they would stack higher. So let's take a look at these. See what the card quality is on these little guys. Come on, where is the opener? There it is. Okay. All right, again, very interesting that they have the cards cut on the sides like that. And then these are what look like again, I don't want to look at them too much, but it looks like information here, kind of wound cards or something. So stuff you're going to draw when maybe things happen, or some of that nature. All right. So this will all fit back into the tray, and when you go to play the puzzle, you choose one of these worlds and go for it, which I think is really cool. And I really hope I like it because I invested a decent amount of money into it. Okay, so putting this stuff back here real quick, let's take a look at the second box. So, yeah, this is interesting. So these things, I mean, they kind of, it's almost like it's just barely too many cards for this insert. So I may even just drop the insert and keep it without them. We'll see. It definitely fits nicely though, so I guess it doesn't really matter because the tray does a good job there. All right, so put this back in here. These. Now, let's take a look at number 2 here. So what's different about number 2? Well, you can see it's a different planet. I'm sure there's going to be different actual componentry here. And then same kind of situation with the cards. I'm not going to open those up because you know what we're dealing with. And also another thing down here. So that's what you're going to get in each of these planets. All right, and the trays look like they're in pretty good shape here. This one's got a little smidge of a warp on there, but that's not a big deal. It all sits together. Well, maybe that's not a warp. That's not a warp, sorry. Apologize, that is a purposeful lift. Interesting. Okay. Now, to complete the experience, there's a bunch of world boxes that I have that are all in a similar vein, right? There's different worlds. They kind of show you what to do. So there's all of these that I have, okay? There's a lot, so I really hope I like it. And then I got these 2 ones. So what's in here? So this one says Science Fascinations. So in Science Fascinations, what do we get? Well, we get a little booklet with some quick setup, some more componentry, and then what it looks like, kind of a different mechanism here. So these are very nice, again, high quality double layered boards. So I'm not sure how that's going to play in, but I'm definitely intrigued. Let's do this. Let's just set it aside for now. And then the other one, which is Science Specializations. Come on. All right. Do something useful for once. Okay. So it looks like we have some more sideboards here. And again, very high quality. You can see they've got glossy sides to them. And so we've got stuff here probably that are going to be some type of helpful tech or thing of that nature. All right. Now they also sent me this little wrapped up what have you, which I don't know what's in here, so we're going to find out. Okay, so here we have, almost looks like a mini expansion here. Yep, so a little mini die. And then 2022 Avatar Punch Pack. Okay, so we tried, but we couldn't capture your magnificence on an avatar. So we'll have to settle for these proxies on the board game. Okay, so these must be people that maybe wanted to, or do something, maybe they like extra backed it or got themselves in the game somehow. So it looks like here, this is a performance assessment logs. And then we have a survival pack 1 and 2. And these things contain additional survival tasks, reduce your endurance to 0. Ooh, all right. So, let's take a look. I hope there's no spoilers or anything in here. We're gonna find out, but it looks like, yep. So here we have a bunch of cards here. Now I'm not sure how to use these, and maybe they get mixed in with everything else. They come into play, but it looks like you've got, yeah, just more tasks and different things here. All right, so that's what we've got there. I'll leave the rest for anybody who has comments or whatever. I can always tell you about them if there's anything else, but this has been quite a long unboxing video, so I don't want to go too much longer. I really do appreciate it if you stuck with me. Thanks so much for watching, and whatever you do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.